Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Completes to Shakir once again.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Alert, alert, alert!
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen. As he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. To the air, Allen.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now Allen. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
On the play. And the Bills, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Cook.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Hey, tight.
Allen going to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DJ Moore, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions to strip.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
22. Dolphins 14. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ready, set. Go! Chop 60, chop, Bronco 80. Johnny Lion.
Willis looking to throw it. This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Willis is going to throw once more.
And he's got his man out of the slot, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Come on, set.
Willis looking to throw it.
Now he's going to stop, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Malik Willis,
his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Here we go.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
Dolphins 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
319.
Throwing now is Allen.
Has his man, it's Shakir.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
The right side here caught by Kincaid.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Allen to throw once more.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 2-point game. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And the Bills first down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Give the Cook out of the gun.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook,
his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Dolphins 20. Chad Ryland to kick off.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
At the 27-yard
And we constantly
line.
talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's Willis.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Panther
line.
11. Panther 11. Ready.
Now Willis to throw.
That one complete to Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920. And 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement. If he gets there, I have no reason to believe he won't.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
To the 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami.
19 Tigers. Go.
The shotgun snap to Willis. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game.
Past the 20. 5. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. Those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Here we
And
go,
not the
here we
first time
go.
that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to keep it himself.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
60 by 6.
1st
60 by
and
6.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go now. 1970 Timberwolves.
Now Willis.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Ready. Panthers 60. Panthers ready.
To throw, here's Willis.
That's caught left side by Hardman. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Come on, come on. Set. Let go.
Willis. Now he's going to step up and run.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Set. Bronco 80. Go.
From the gun, here's Willis. Throwing quickly to Wilson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Back to throw, Willis.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bullying his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
It's caught at the 1, and they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Allen. Come back round into the hands of Tolbert. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Alert! 56, 56!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To throw, here's Willis.
Open man is Hill. He's got it.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
It's a short one here, and it's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
First down, here's the run with Cook. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 69 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense. Right? Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 3. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted.
Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, right?
Here's Willis. Connecting with Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Willis. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Willis to throw. Left sideline. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Here comes second down and 5.
Warriors 70. Ready.
Now Willis.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
19 Charger, 19.
Willis back to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Hook made by Terrell Bernard.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
That is caught. Kincaid with it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. To throw is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now Ryland for the PAT.
And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Bills 50, Dolphins 34. Chad Ryland to kick off.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Come on, 18, Pioneer. Gravity Lion, go.
One final try here for Willis. Finding Hardman.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Buffalo, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.